Picture a city rich in history. Fürth, Germany, 1923. It is here in the heart of Europe that a story of relentless determination and resilience begins. The birth of a young Jewish boy named Henry Kissinger, born amidst the ordinary streets of Fürth yet destined for an extraordinary path. As the ominous cloud of Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Party began to cast its chilling shadow, young Henry was thrust into a world of uncertainty and fear. It was an era when the dark venom of anti-Semitic sentiments was surging, a prelude to the crimson-hued theater of World War II. In the face of such adversity, the Kissingers' resolve shined through. They escaped the iron grip of Nazi Germany in 1938, just as the world teetered on the brink of cataclysmic conflict. Their destination? The United States of America, where dreams are nurtured and futures are forged. The bustling borough of Washington Heights in New York City was their haven. It was to be the birthplace of Kissinger's intellectual prowess, the backdrop against which his intellectual canvas would be painted. Henry didn't just learn English here, he mastered it, made it dance to the rhythm of his thoughts. Then, the drumbeats of World War II resonated around the globe, and young Kissinger was conscripted into the army. His linguistic flair and sharp intellect were not lost on his superiors, who saw potential in this bright young man, ushering him into the intricate web of military intelligence. As the echoes of war subsided, a thirst for knowledge found Kissinger walking the hallowed corridors of Harvard University. He immersed himself in the ocean of political science, making it his dominion. His journey was nothing short of extraordinary, culminating in a summa cum laude, a testament of his unyielding dedication and intellectual might. Harvard was the anvil upon which Kissinger molded his distinct approach to foreign policy, leaving an indelible imprint on it. His doctoral dissertation, A World Restored, Metternich, Castlereagh, and the Problems of Peace, 1812 to 1822, gave the world a preview of his diplomatic prowess, his unique take on realpolitik, and a glimpse of the seismic waves he would create in the world of diplomacy. From these humble beginnings, Henry Kissinger embarked on a journey to greatness, a path that would ultimately lead him to the zenith of power in American politics. And that, dear viewers, is a tale that we are just beginning to unfold. So join us as we journey through the remarkable life of Henry Kissinger, a tale of tenacity, resilience, and ambition that transformed an ordinary boy from Fürth into an extraordinary force on the Kissinger's journey to power unfolded like a riveting saga, fraught with intellectual battles and political maneuvering. His academic at Harvard University was undeniable, and soon, he was stirring up a storm in the realm of political science. After his graduation, he swiftly joined the faculty, sharing his extensive knowledge and political insights with prospective diplomats and policymakers. However, the academic world could only hold his ambition for so long. His innovative thoughts on foreign policy did not escape the notice of key figures in the government. During the tumultuous 60s, he lent his expertise to both the Kennedy and Johnson administrations, playing a pivotal role in shaping America's stance on international relations. It was during this period that he began to cultivate his renowned realpolitik doctrine, a practical tactic that prioritized national interests over ideological conflicts. This became the bedrock of his tenure as National Security Advisor, a position he was appointed to by President Nixon in 1969. This was a defining moment in his career. Kissinger now wielded the power to directly steer the trajectory of American politics and foreign policy. His analytical approach to international relations and his remarkable negotiation skills made him a formidable player in the political sphere. His influence knew no bounds and continued to grow, culminating in his appointment as Secretary of State in 1973. This position was one of great authority and influence, and Kissinger embraced it with his typical zeal. As the primary diplomat of the United States and the embodiment of American foreign policy, he was a major actor on the global stage. His tenure was marked by his navigation through some of the most challenging episodes of the Cold War, showcasing his extraordinary grasp of geopolitics and his knack for brokering deals advantageous to the United States. His influence extended well beyond the borders of America, leaving a lasting impact on global politics. With his intellectual prowess and strategic approach, Kissinger's place in American politics was firmly established. Kissinger's tenure was a roller coaster ride of significant achievements and controversies. As Secretary of State, Henry Kissinger had his share of monumental ups and downs during some of the most tumultuous times in modern history. His diplomatic victories are innumerable, but three in particular take the limelight. First, Kissinger played a significant role in establishing détente with the Soviet Union during the Cold War, steering a course towards peaceful relations and reducing the risk of nuclear confrontation. This marked a turn from outright hostility to cautious coexistence in global politics. Second, his pivotal role in the historic opening of diplomatic relations with China in the early 70s cannot be overlooked. His secret visit to Beijing prepared the scene for President Nixon's landmark visit in 1972, ending 2.5 decades of non-communication and hostility. Third, Kissinger was the key negotiator of the Paris Accords, thus ending American engagement in the Vietnam War, an effort that earned him the Nobel Peace Prize in 1973. However, his time in office was marred by controversy. Kissinger's strategies, specifically in Southeast Asia and Latin America, have been severely criticized. He has faced allegations of war crimes, with critics citing the secret bombing campaign in Cambodia and support for authoritarian regimes as incriminating evidence. These disputes continue to ignite fierce debates about the morality and ethics of his strategies. Kissinger's approach to diplomacy, his realpolitik, put power and national interest above ideological differences. While this pragmatism paved the way for some of his most celebrated successes, it also led to some of the most disputed aspects of his legacy. His legacy is a complex tapestry of triumphs and trials. His story serves to remind us that the decisions of those in power can have extensive and enduring effects, both positive and negative. Kissinger's legacy is a testament to his indomitable spirit and strategic acumen, even amidst myriad controversies. After exiting the political stage, he didn't simply fade away. He remained a potent force on the world stage, offering his expertise as a consultant and commentator on foreign policy. His insights, refined through years in the global politics crucible, remain sought after by leaders and policymakers worldwide. Apart from his contributions to diplomacy, Kissinger has penned a multitude of books and articles on foreign policy and international relations, further fortifying his legacy. His writings have not only chronicled history, but also played a role in molding the future, shaping the viewpoints of future politicians and diplomats. The ultimate testament to Kissinger's lasting legacy can be witnessed in the world we inhabit today. His strategies, policies, and diplomatic negotiations have all left an irrefutable mark on the global canvas. As we ponder the journey and triumphs of Henry Kissinger, we perceive a man who has irrevocably imprinted our world, for better or worse.